Hi Cookie Runners, it's $1.7 million in cash, Tipper Concept here, back in Car Dealership Tycoon, and today, I have something for a very surprise. Thank you for 700 subscribers, but now I can post some Formula 1 content throughout for the 2010s around for the vehicles, and probably I have something for a very surprise for you in about for this thing, because the morning is absolutely going to be going late away for just something. I have something for limited vehicles, but I just gonna be worried about for some kind of limited vehicles, such as all of these seasons before I just gonna be buying them, and perhaps that I just actually got a Cadillac V-Series GTP 499p like this Ferrari, and now we're absolutely SSC Ultimate Aero for the most expensive one, and the world's expensive to this limited time is the Porsche 919 Hybrid, which means I got it for $22 million for sure. That I just lose it in about for just $100,000 in cash. Perhaps the top speed is 299 miles per hour, the handling is 10 miles per hour, all-wheel drive, reward per mile 3,000, and let's see. We're gonna be review of this vehicle is probably notorious, and literally because of the during of the 18 for just last time, and despite something is absolutely gonna be very worrying about for this something, because I just paid for the oyster cookie like this vehicle, or probably I have taken a win in one opportunity in about for one condition. As you can see for this vehicle, this is how totally fast in the Nürburgring and Spa-Francorchamps around here for this vehicle. As you remember of this vehicle, we might something to get out of this vehicle. As you can see for this testing of this vehicle, we got probably for only one condition. So as you can see for the orange Koenigsegg as well, and the next one is the SSC Toyota. It's the same as the orange like this thing, so it's not the same, because this is absolutely originally, for one thing, I got the Ferrari 499p, and the next one is I got the Pagani for this only one, the Pagani Optopia as well. This is the Optopia, and probably the next one is the Cadillac GTP, which means is the V-Series as well. I got the V for only one. This thing, it's not the same color, but that is the Porsche Onyx as well. Because I just liking it for over here. 6441 miles driven. I'm possibly that I never try to do so, even though I got the, for one thing, Apollo Gambit, and it looks like I got any of these 787V, the Daytona SP3, AMG GT3, the Renault, the Mustang as well, that I just got everything on limited times. Is literally everywhere, except that I never got the Lexus anyways. Before we making for this changes, we turned into an Abu Dhabi. We already buy for a 488 GTB Abu Dhabi, which is I just gonna be literally upgrading itself for once. As before we're going to be making changes, it's time to make changes and testing with the Ferrari itself, which is going to be 200 miles per hour. It's 187. I think we're just going to be going for 200 miles per hour. Before this is going to be going for various engine upgrades, turbo upgrades is going to be installed, and it looks like this is absolutely going to be pretty great. And another one is probably for some kind of a little bit other these things. The Financia or everything, I think it's time to go for a test around for these vehicles, but starting on with 919 Hybrid. As we officially teleported, we're gonna be trying to wait for against literally 20 seconds. I just spent some upgrades in the back for this thing before I just lose some $1 million in cash, because I'm just probably trying to lose myself, and before this isn't gonna be going so quickly. So let's just start anyways first, because before I just gonna be trying to left something, and I admitted that it should be able to get from around for here. Now let's try to get some a little bit quite a bit. The third gear, and the fourth gear, And I'm really sure this vehicle is gonna be so loud. I think this isn't gonna be making things for very sure. And I really don't think this isn't really faster at all. Because fastest lap time vehicles requires for anything, this isn't gonna be very possible. Now, I'm probably trying to make things a little bit slow. The handling is 10 times faster than we actually making for this only anyways for just a little bit something. So, before this isn't going to be going for very much more quicker, this vehicle is going to be extremely fast. The world record never green nor Chalife, as before this isn't going to be going to making things straight. Even he was extremely fast in Spa-Francorchamps. So I'm probably very sure this is absolutely going to be beating itself. This is absolutely the LMP1 car without any trying to make things extremely fast, because this is without rules and restrictions. And about for this Formula 1 vehicle, this is an absolutely for 1 minute and 17.4. And literally, I just took a various advantage of this entire vehicle. As you can see about for this vehicle, this is the most dominant, and that the LMP1 car, whoever beats the Formula 1 car without rules and restrictions, and probably this is the most amazing vehicles, whatever it is. And as you can try to see this in the settings, because looks like even that output device update in Roblox is absolutely going to be completed about a year. So looks like that we're done here for the mountain race. The next test we're going for a 0 to 60 is absolutely look like this thing. Starting of this moment in for this one, and our top speed is 299 to 300 miles per hour. I'm gonna be testing around for there's only one here. So we're gonna be making for this straight without making possible for 8 seconds. Now we're gonna be starting. Without further notice, let's head on for the exactly for a 0 to 60 seconds. And we're gonna be blasting full throttle and perhaps 200 miles per hour, 227 miles per hour, 11 seconds, 6 trophies that we ever got here. And the next test will be eventually we're heading out to the circuit, 1 lap. And probably we're gonna be going for 5 laps at this time. So, but 1 lap isn't gonna be 2 minutes time. I don't really think there's some kind of Roblox slanders is gonna be taking over for this only one thing. We're going for 3 laps and we're trying to make things extremely quickly. So the fastest lap is we're going to be taking advantage. The best lap is 2 minutes time for beginners of the vehicles, and exactly it's not going to be grinding some money anyways. Let's go in for extreme acceleration. I won't be able to cause for $3 million. As you can see, faster than 35 seconds. I'm probably this isn't going to be going all over to itself or extremely fast. Now I have to lose upgrades, because this vehicle must be a little bit fast. Started to make things very slow. I think this vehicle is gonna be too fast around for itself according to itself. And what do you think in about for this Formula 1 car under 40 seconds in about for this thing? What I actually gonna be trying to beat is the second race. And I would be rather to try to beat this thing, and I cannot believe this isn't actually going to be beating under 60 seconds. Now, I'm going to be probably sure that this isn't going to be making for very strangely going to be to do as faster corners, sharper corners in Clark Motor Speedway. This is Mid-Ohio race course about here, and somebody who's just going to be trying to block off my way into the exit pits around here. Into the pit exits around for many beginning of the track as well. So it looks like this is becoming for a maximum attack around for anything as possible, because looks like this is perhaps is going to be taking for around for this most advantage, even though, because unfortunately that is just something bad news to tell you, and because the vehicle Dealership Tycoon is probably winning itself for many more miles than driving Empire. Which means I didn't actually re-got for About for Just as well. Even that I just got really here. Before we get to the end of this video, it's time to make changes in About for any of these vehicles. Return everything as well. So I get the 787V, which is I just changed it for About for Just into realistic, such as Gran Turismo Sport around here. Even though I got the Abu Dhabi LaFerrari, which is I just got it a few weeks ago, or something kind of a little bit of these things as well. Now let's just change into some kind of a various for a LaFerrari for just one thing. So let's just gonna be only one thing. So we're gonna be changed into a light of Creme Republic Ferrari. Isn't gonna be going for make things a little bit for ridiculous as one. So I need to get for reflections for more, and I need to upgrade up this vehicle. But before we're gonna be make up this straight, we don't need to use turbo things, and because due to some kind of naturally aspirated.